Good morning, guys. What a glorious morning. Hey, hi SMA family. Hi everybody else watching my live stream. It's just on days like this, it's so exciting to be alive, isn't it? It's sunny, it's nice, it's not windy, it's amazing. So today, on such a glorious day, I've got a topic that's close and dear to my heart. It's health and healthy food and healthy way of eating in particular. Oh, I see some people logging in. Simon, Paul, hello. So healthy. I've got to give you, let's start kind of from the mornings. Let's start where it makes sense. So when should you be eating? You might be thinking, well, it's just normal breakfast, lunch and dinner, and some snacks in between perhaps. However, do you know that the timing of when you eat is very important? There are circadian rhythms in our body that our... Hey, we're back! Sorry guys! Hi Tama! Right, we are back. So anyway, so where was I? So I was saying about circadian body rhythms. So there are three kind of timelines for the natural... Hi Tim! Thanks for tuning in. So there are three circadian rhythms monitoring, governing how your body digests, assimilates, and eliminates. So there are three distinct times. So from 8 o'clock at night to 4 o'clock in the morning, there is assimilation rhythm, assimilation period. So anything that you've consumed through the day gets assimilated and digested by your body, and that's the time where you should not be eating. So I suggest you stop eating after 8 o'clock in the evening. So have your dinner before that, so that at 8 o'clock you do not eat anymore after 8 o'clock, and that gives you about 2 to 3 hours, depending obviously when you go into bed, for your body, for your stomach to digest the food. And then you also have a better sleep that way as well. And then another chunk of time is between 4 o'clock in the morning and 12 o'clock daytime. This is where the body is eliminating. So in the elimination period, it's advisable not to eat anything at all. I know some of you might be saying, well, come on, breakfast should be your main meal of the day, shouldn't it? However, it's not really the case, because, like I said, from 4 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock through the day, the body is eliminating. So you kind of need to give it a break and let it eliminate, and only eat if you are hungry and you'd like some food. So just eat fruits or easy digestible food. So fruits are your ideal food, really. That's what I have. Me and Mark, we have smoothies in the morning, so we make it with lots of fruit. So we have bananas, typically have some berries, frozen or fresh. We have some greens, so leafy greens, so kale, spinach, or chard, for example. Then some celery we put in. Then we have some seeds, flax seeds for your omega-3. We add some pumpkin seeds. They are rich in iron. They're richest source of iron, actually, from plant foods. Then we add some sunflower seeds as well. You get omega-6s from them. And then we just mix that couple of Brazil nuts for selenium. And then we pour water on that and just blend it up with no milk, plant milk needed. It's really tasty because we put quite a few bananas in there. So that's our breakfast. So that's what I would recommend if you do want to eat some breakfast. make it light, make it, you know, a couple of portions of fruit or a smoothie, and that doesn't make your stomach heavy, and it lets your body to do their natural elimination cycle from 4 o'clock in the morning till 12, and then 12 o'clock then you can have your lunch. So that's what I normally do. I eat my lunch around 12. And then, so between 12 and 8 o'clock, that's your time for eating. So, you know, obviously your lunch and then later on dinner. So that's what I suggest you guys try and see how you feel. If you feel any lighter, instead of having like a heavy breakfast in the morning, try having a light fruit or a smoothie breakfast and having lunch about 12 or after 12, and see if you find any difference. So that's my my first tip. Second tip, right. So another mistake I've been doing, guys, with this is that I've been eating constantly through the day. I've been snacking, you know. As soon as I finish my smoothie, I would have like an apple, I would have another piece of fruit, or you know, yeah, just until lunchtime I would have maybe another couple of pieces of fruit, even though I wasn't feeling hungry at all. So really, what I've realized that I need to let my body get hunger signals. I was never ever getting hungry anymore. I was just eating constantly, kind of grazing this or that through the day, and obviously all healthy foods and everything, but just was too much. So I've noticed I kind of gained a little bit of weight, or I wasn't my ideal weight, you know, maybe by a kilo or two, and it's kind of never having that feeling of lightness that much, but that's because I was just eating too many times a day, and just never getting that hunger signal. So now what I do is, if I have my morning smoothie, I wait until I get a bit of a hunger sensation, and then maybe I'll have another apple if it's not 12 o'clock yet for lunchtime. So that's my tip that I really recommend. And the portions, I used to eat massive portions. I used to watch Freely the Banana Girl on YouTube, and she used to like eat just humongous portions of fruits, and everything else she was eating were massive. But really, I've just discovered that we don't need such massive portions of anything, really. We eat way too much. And I used to get like a really heavy feeling after eating. I used to just feel my stomach for a while until it kind of started digest. I would be just full, you know, I couldn't eat anything else, you know, after this big portion I've eaten. But now I try and reduce my portions to something that when I eat, I feel full but not overly full. So that's my second tip, guys. Wait for your hunger signals, because body knows best when it needs food and when it doesn't need any more food, and then reduce the portions. So the portions, you know, just don't overstuff yourself. Eat just enough so that you're full, and try and eat slow. That's another one. I'm still working on that one myself, guys. I'm still eating way too fast. Like, I'm probably speaking way too fast right now as well. So I think a tip for me in my life is to slow everything down, both the speaking and the eating. So, you know, I'm eating way too fast, and if you guys eat too fast as well, your stomach doesn't, you know, get enough time to send the signals to the brain to say that there's, you know, full. So because there's like a satiety kind of trigger where, you know, your stomach gets almost full and sends to your brain to say stop eating. But because I eat so fast, it never gets the signal. So I need to do something. I need to, you know, to concentrate on my food and enjoy every morsel. Maybe put the fork down between each bite, or maybe eat with chopsticks. That's a good idea. I should probably do that, because that slows me down considerably. So yeah, so that's my second tip, guys. The third tip, which I live by, is reduce or eliminate oils. Oils are not needed for your body at all. You can cook foods just in water or dry fry them, dry roast them, just as easy as you would with oil. It's just a different technique. If you guys are struggling or don't know how to cook without oil, you can go onto my Health Origins YouTube channel, and I've got a couple of tips how to fry. Say I'm frying onions there, I think, showing how to fry onions without any use of any oil, just using a bit of flavorful liquid, or so being a stock or just water, or I love olive brine, so I use olive brine for that a lot of times. So yeah, so oil is a refined product, and your body doesn't understand what it is because it's been refined out of an olive or out of sunflower seeds. So your body kind of doesn't know how to really use it, and it also injures your epithelial cells inside of your intestines as well. And 1 tablespoon of oil is 120 calories, unneeded calories that you really don't get anything else from. There's hardly any nutrients left in oils. It's just pure fat. So instead, eat that olive, have that avocado, and you'll be better off. You don't need oil for that. So that's my top tip: eliminate or at least reduce oils completely. Hi Claire, hi Ingrid. So yeah, so can you see me guys still? Please let me know if you can still see this. It was frozen for a little bit, my live stream, but hopefully you can see it now. And so the fourth tip, I would say that you need to eat colourful foods, and lots of greens. So different colour foods have different nutrients in them. So especially berries, dark, red and purple, they have a lot of antioxidants. Red in peppers and tomatoes have a lot of lycopene. Peppers in particular have a lot of vitamin C. In fact, I think peppers have more vitamin C than your lemon, if I think I'm correct on that fact. If anybody can tell me otherwise. So yeah, so eat your colourful veg and fruits and berries, and lots and lots of greens, because greens are just a powerhouse of all kinds of nutrients. They cleanse the system of all the toxins. Kale is probably the most nutrient dense leafy green you can get, but everything, anything, even like a Chinese leaf is great. Actually, it's got a lot of nutrients too. So any green leafies are amazing, and I suggest you incorporate them into your diet. Either have it in salads raw, or have it lightly steamed, put it in stews, just in smoothies. Just any way you can incorporate more of greens, the better. And then the last point I want to make is, I think most of you already are aware of this, but hopefully you'll incorporate into your life if you haven't yet. Eat as natural foods as you can. So buy and cook everything from scratch. Don't buy processed foods like processed bread. If you are gonna eat bread, just have a whole grain bread, and ideally bake it like Glenn does and I do. I bake my rye sourdough bread. Sourdough breads are great. So if you're gonna eat bread, make a whole grain bread, instead of buying white refined breads and pastas. Have like a whole grain pasta or a rice pasta. So these are all good to have. Just less refined foods in general. Basically, just the more natural the food is, the better for you. So So just buy vegetables and cook them from scratch, because in the store-bought pre-packaged stuff, ready meals for example, you get so many additives and preservatives and colorants, and they can be hormone disruptors and toxins to your body, and you don't need all of that. Just eat natural foods, as natural as as possible, and you will be much healthier, guys. So that was my 5 tips for healthy food, healthy eating. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed recording this on this lovely sunny day. I hope I rambled on for 20 minutes. Any questions, guys? Do you have anything you want to ask me before this internet disconnects? If you have anything you want to ask, any questions, I'm happy to answer. Any health-related, food-related questions? Oh, thanks, Claire. It's great to know that you guys seeing me. This is a lovely bit of garden and greenery that my parents-in-law have, and it's a really nice day today. So awesome, guys. I think there's no questions. I can answer them in the comments below afterwards. And thanks for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to connect with SMA family tonight, later on. See you all later.